I use my tablet to teach mathematics. I like teaching with it for several reasons. I can cut and copy from an online book. I can copy from Word documents, from Excel documents, and then I can write or work the problems that the students have questions on right underneath the problem. Students like this because I can post the notes and they can look at the notes whenever they want. I post it to a website. It only takes me less than a minute to save the document and post it to their website after class. I've even had students come in 5 or 10 minutes after class and wondering why the notes aren't posted yet. Students like color. I can highlight parts of the problem. I can do the next step of the problem in a different color so that they can tell where the changes are made from one problem to the next. I can open a calculator and then take an image of the steps for writing the calculator. I can take an image that illustrates the steps the students will use to type their solution in the calculator, and I can paste that into their notes as well so that they can remember how to use the calculator. Students like this online because I can go back to compare the problem I'm working to a problem that I worked 2 or 3 pages before during the same lecture. When you do that on a chalkboard, you've already erased the chalkboard. You can't go back and compare the two problems. Also, students can spend more time focusing on the understanding rather than writing down everything that the professor says. They can ask questions and focus and know that the notes have been posted. Students love it because the notes are posted almost immediately to the web. One time, students came in and complained because it took me more than 5 minutes to have the notes up for them to go look at. It takes me no time at all to actually post those notes, to just save the notes as a PDF and open the website and post it for them. Students don't have to take as many notes. They don't have to actually write down as much during the lecture, maybe a few notes. They know that the main notes have been posted and they can refer to them anytime they need. Even students that write down every little piece go to the website and look up the notes that I've written to make sure they're right or to see if they have left anything out. It really helps them for the studying for their exam. I really enjoy the fact that my back is never to the students. Now, I don't have junior high students that I worry about becoming unruly during the class. I teach adults. The fact that I can face them is a big benefit. I can tell when they are lost. They have that lost expression. Or I can see when the majority of the class understands what I'm talking about, that we can move on to the next topic. And you can't do that if you're facing away from. Anyway, the tablet's a really fun way to teach. We can reinforce the learning by reviewing problems without having to rewrite them on the chalkboard, so there is quite a bit less writing. It's much more fun to teach with a tablet. I have more tools so that I can draw my diagrams. I can see the students' faces so I know if I'm going in the right direction. Students like the color-coded problems for the visual learners. I've been using it for several years and I love it.